Hello, my name is Carx82, and welcome back to my GregBlock series. I have just completed the plasma, everything I need for the... where are we? The plasma turbine. I did have to put this back to LUV power. I'm just not producing enough, unfortunately. So, I mean, I can make tungsten steel quite fast, but the problem is I'm just not producing enough power to run it very long. So it kind of felt, yeah, I can make it faster, but I can't run it constantly. Like, so it seemed a bit pointless. Oh, I'm actually pretty good on that though. So today I'm going to be hopefully getting the plasma turbine built. This is going to be one of many, I'm hoping. And I just need to rebuild my reactor here. I replaced the coils back with the steel ones. So if I remembered correctly, I just... And then, let's see, yeah, I gotta remember where the input hatches go. There. And there. And in theory, this should be... Yep, there we go. I hate having these like in the center. I don't know. In the torches and stuff, it just feels kind of weird in the fusion reactor. Alright, so anyway, there is the fusion reactor rebuilt. Now I'm going to have to... let's get the deuterium and the tritium in there and start producing the helium plasma that I'm going to need, which is the first fuel I'm going to go for. And while we're over here, let's kill this zombie. Oh, Emderman. I don't even care about that ender pearl. I have 848. Okay, so I got the buckets for the AE filters. So with that, deuterium and tritium. Okay, so that burns through that really fastly now that I'm looking at that. So yeah, not that it really matters, but that, I mean, I'm not producing it anywhere near that fast. But maybe I'll look into... I don't know how much of this I'm going to need, to be honest. We'll see how fast we're burning through it now. Where is... Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to move this battery buffer to like here, maybe? How do I want to do this? How do I want to get my power up there? I'm thinking... I was thinking about rearranging all this, like maybe moving this to here, pulling these down, and then I would have the inputs like having the things over here maybe, and then having it sent up to like here. Which is fine, but I would have to rearrange some of these cables, I think. I could drop this down. Like, this doesn't have to be that high up. This? No. I don't think any of these are needed anymore. No. Yeah. So I could definitely rearrange this, like maybe have this come down a few so I can... So I think the plasma turbine should go on this side. I think that's what I was going to do. I was going to put them over here, but that's so far away from the battery buffers. So let's get this out. I probably need my chisel. I don't have... I'm just realizing, like, I've never put the storage bus on my cobble. So I think, yeah, bricks. There we go. Fortunately, I have water dripping down here. Maybe I'll cover that in like a double layer. You know, because it looks having water dripping on their fusion reactor. Yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna like... Let's see if I can do that. That's it. Assuming it's... Right, there is that. And there we go. Alright, so that stopped the stuff drawing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is set up this, I don't know. I guess we'll have the turbines facing like this way. Or do we want... I guess we should have them facing this way. So maybe a couple more out. I think that should be good. Okay, so let's do like, where are we sending up the power is on kind of like this line. I guess let's just start here. So what we're going to do is place the bottom. So this is the size of it. It's just like the typical... Just realized this needs to be clear, otherwise it won't work. Yeah, I think that'll be good. I kind of wish I could see all the turbines on this side, but the energy output goes on the back, so I'd rather have that closer to where it needs to go. Okay, and I just realized this quest is actually missing one thing. Oh, it's not. I just forgot to make it. The rotor holder. Rotor holder. And it actually also needs an output hatch. Now the front of this is there, so this needs to go on the front to the left. So if you're facing this way, this needs to go on the left right before it. And we'll do, I guess, we'll do the input and the output hatch on both the same side. Nope. Energy hatch on the back. And I forgot to make Did I get everything? Yep. Pretty sure these recipes output, like helium plasma will output helium. Doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure it's a byproduct of this. I'll leave that there. I need the rotor holder though, and I'm gonna do the highest one I can do, I think, which would be, I mean technically I could do UV holder, but I would have to, yeah, Nikkawada alloy, CPM. This I could do, I think. Yeah, let me go ahead and get this all made. Man, I really should do... I should do the best rotor I can. I mean, it produces the most. It goes through it faster, but let me, yeah, I'll probably replace them once I get a little better power going. But let me get that stuff and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got the ZPM rotor holder. I wanted to do the UV, but the alloy is a bit of a pain. So I will replace that when I'm got a better production going. Or more power gen. So next thing I want to do is get a rotor. And I think I'm actually going to... I think I'm going to go with geranium actually. So if we look at this, this is the same as the steel that I'm using, but the rotor efficiency is way higher, which should make more EU per tick. If I look at this one's even better. It's 83%. So I think I'm gonna upgrade my rotors as I go, and then eventually I'm gonna have the neutronium as the absolute best with 100% rotor efficiency. It looks like the repair does not, the durability isn't, not that one. Yeah, so this is still at 100%. So durability doesn't look like it's implemented yet, and so ironically you should just probably do the turbine that has the highest rotor efficiency that you can make. It doesn't matter what durability. So like some of these like really soft stuff have really high rotor efficiency. So like Electrum is 50%, but normally its durability would make it go really quick, but since that's not working. I like sterling silver or gold. Rose gold would be really good. But anyway, I'm just going to go with geranium, I think. I'm pretty sure I have enough for a rotor. Alright, I know I need 24 plates for sure. And let's see. So I need 8 of these, so I need 16, which I actually have the exact amount that I need. So I need 16 screws and 24 blades, so that actually worked out really well. Now, I can never remember where I moved my lathe. I think I put it downstairs. It's like over here, isn't it? Oh. Lathe, there it is. I don't really need to. I'm not, well... Yeah, I don't know how often I'm going to be making these. So, what's that? So, file and a screwdriver. File, screwdriver. And then I need the titanium. Do I have... I don't have the long rod. Maybe I should... create this, isn't it like a hammer in the middle? Hammer. Might as well. Alright, so titanium rod. Does it have to go in? No, it doesn't. It can go in any of the assemblers. Alright, and there we go. Geranium rotor. So let's go get this going. I should have... I need, what do I need? Export. Fluid export bus for the helium plasma, which I have 59 buckets worth. How much deuterium I have? Alright, I am out of deuterium. I gotta figure out the correct ratio to be producing helium plasma. But for now, we're good. Okay, so rotor in the front. That should, yep, that formed the block. And there we go. There's the geranium turbine rotor, and let's see, 9,600 RPM, which is better than the other ones that I have. I'm 8,400, I think. And I have the LUV hatch. I highly doubt this is going to make even more than the I don't think it's going to make more than LUV power. Alright, so we need to get the... Ooh. Let me just double check this line of my ME channels. Okay, so I have 5, and I can easily... This is like easily turned into a P2P thing. So, I'm good with this. Okay, so I need to get this over here. I want... I think I want the input hatch closest to the... Because I don't know what I'm going to do with the output, if I'm even going to use that. Well, actually, if it's producing helium, I can just import that. I do use helium, actually. Maybe I should. I don't know, we'll see. I'll just get that going. So let's get that connected. And then I need to grab... I really should make a fluid, wireless fluid monitor thing, so I can access my fluids without having to come up here. So helium plasma. And now this thing takes a while to spin up, and if I believe from what I was testing, I think it won't start producing power until it's like fully up there. Don't quote me on that, I'm not super knowledgeable about this. Alright, so there is going. Yeah, see, it's not outputting any power yet, so I'm going to actually disable it, so it's not going to be using any power, or fuel, I mean, while it's spinning up. Now that's going to take a long time to spin up. It's 9600. So let me cut here, and I'll be back when it is full. Alright, so we are at 96 RPM, so in theory, and I have had some trouble trying to get this working before. Yeah, it's not outputting anything. I think it needs to tick over 1, so we'll just kind of let it go for a little bit. I think it needs to... Like, why isn't it picking up the helium plasma? It's not using the fuel, so I think it needs to wait the, whatever, like 2 minutes it is. And then hopefully... We'll see. Now I'm going to add vanadium gallium. I'm going to do 16, so I can have, this is going to output 1, so I can have a whole lot of turbines going at once if I want. Let's see. Probably this is right in the way. Yeah, it's still not producing anything, which I don't know if it's like a bug or I'm doing something wrong. Let me just break this and replace it, see if that kind of jumpstart. See, it's not pulling in the fuel, so I gotta see if I can sort that out. I did have issues trying to get it to work in my test world, so let's see, is this going to connect? It is, and I don't want that to connect. Alright, so I don't particularly want to do this, but just so the lines don't touch. I'm going to just do a different color, even though that is technically the color I use for... Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Right, because of course these aren't going to connect. How do I want to do this? I guess I could go up here. Let's. Does that have anything? It doesn't look like it. Let me just double check. I don't want to be placing anything. Oh, I rearranged this quite a bit. I'll cover that in a second. Alright. So what I did was lowered this whole thing. So this is now my tier 6 battery buffer. And then I just have a osmium cable coming out of here, because this is only producing 6,000 into there, and then this is the offshoot into the transformer and these batteries. And I like that a bit better. You know, I'm trapped. There we go. So I can actually get in here a little bit and see. So I like that a bit better. Fortunately, that this isn't ideal. I may figure this. I'll do something with that. All right. Okay, there we go. So I think it just takes time to like suck up the helium. It needs to go through, I don't know, a certain amount of time. I'm guessing it's maybe this, like it needs 2 minutes to kind of go through that. So there we go, 15,728 EU per tick. I'm running off of helium plasma. And let's take an eye on let's look at how much I'm burning through here. So as we look at it, that is barely moving. I mean, we haven't even gone through one. So it's going to be 2 minutes. Every 2 minutes, it's going to go through. All right, so this is LV. So at LV power, it's going to be using 1 millibucket every 128 seconds. So then at MV, it's going to be using that times 4, because you go up, it uses 4 times the fuel, but produces 4 times the power, I believe. Yeah. So, yeah, in the generators, it's 4 times the fuel, but 4 times the power, I believe. So it's going to be at MV. So LV is 1 millibuckets every 128 seconds. MV is going to be 4 millibuckets. HV is 16, EV is 64, IV is 256, and then I'm at ludicrous, so it's going to pull 1,000 buckets, or 1,024 millibuckets every 2 minutes. Or I could be wrong. I should test this. Maybe it's 512. I wish it said how much it uses. Problem is it's in, I don't know. I will figure this out in between episodes how much it's using. It's either using 512 or I thought it was 1,000 millibuckets. But anyway, so this is definitely trucking along here. And since this is quite easy to produce, I can just actually turn these on if I want. How about I turn just got 2 hydrogen. Because now I'm making plenty of power, I can actually just kind of keep this running permanently, I think. Where am I? I'm turned around. Yep, so there we go. So just putting that in there will start all these spinning. The only problem is I'm not producing enough hydrogen. Because that's good. I mean, I have 30,000 buckets of hydrogen here. So, I mean, that's not the end of the world. But I'm definitely going to be draining this if I keep this going. So maybe I need to come up with a way to produce more hydrogen, which the easiest is... Oh, I don't have that running. Well, now I can get that running. Constantly. So, yeah. I don't know what the ratio is to electrolyzers to these. But anyway, that should be turning on the fusion reactor. Everything looks like it's... Yep, there it goes. It turned on and created more helium plasma. Yeah, I really need to get a fluid thing so I can look at this. So obviously we have a net gain here just by running 4 centrifuges, or I think 5 centrifuges. But yeah, I got to figure out the correct ratio here. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, I'm going to come back with a whole lot more. Well, I don't know how many, but I'm definitely going to do more plasma turbines. 3, 4, 5. I don't know how many I'm going to make during the in between episodes here. I'm going to make a bunch so I can really ramp up my EU production here, because I want to start getting into UV stuff here. Now, is this just curious? Do I have both of these running, I believe, right? Alright, that's running, this is running, that's running, and the one downstairs is running. Can I, if I do... Alright, let's just do 30 more. These are actually relatively easy to make. It's just the tungsten steel. It takes a while. But, let's see. Yeah, okay, so it is producing helium. Helium plasma goes in. Helium, regular just helium, is the byproduct. So I'm going to import that into my ME system. Because I am using helium, I can't remember what. I think I use it for like chips or circuits or something like that, don't I? But anyway, so that'll import the helium that gets used up, and then it'll get put in my blast furnace, so it's not going to waste. But here is my blast furnace. And are we still losing power? We are still losing power. Even with the blast furnace running. So what it's doing is using this battery. It's using this battery to power up the... It's sending the... Yeah, like this battery is sending out the amp to run the blast furnace, so... And then it's also being charged. So that's why it's almost even with the 37,000 EU per tick I'm using with the blast furnace. It's a little bit negative, but this one's even more. This one's completely negative because this one's not getting charged up and it's being used for other stuff. But as you can see, we're almost even running a blast furnace constantly. But once I drop down another couple turbines here, the only problem is I need duranium, and I need to use the fusion reactor to make duranium. But I have all that in there. So, yeah, I don't know what to do. I wonder if I could, I may try to put more inputs on here. Maybe I can do that. Have multiple inputs. Let's see. So yeah, you can put input hatches on any of these. So maybe I'll try 2 more input hatches. I'll turn these into input hatches. And I'll put the, I forget what do I need for uranium. Gallium and radon. Or even, maybe I'll do gold and mercury. I'll do gold and mercury, see if I can produce radon. Technically, I'm not even supposed to be able to use this. Because I don't have enough. So, yeah, I mean, this one I can technically use. I'm pretty sure energy to start, I've said this a few times, but I'm pretty sure energy to start is this number. If that's not high enough, these recipes shouldn't be working. And I just realized this is 2 million EU. But radon is such a pain in the ass to make if I'm not using the fusion reactor. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.